These 7 notebooks are some of my favorites that I am currently using in both my work life and my personal life. Today, I just want to talk about how I'm implementing them, the specific purposes for each of them, and honestly, just because I really like notebooks and stationery and things like this. It brings me a lot of joy, and so I hope you enjoy watching. Okay, let's kick things off with probably the most meta notebook in this lineup, which I'll explain why in just a second, and that is the Front Page by Field Notes. I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard of the Field Notes brand before. Iconic brand based in Chicago. They have the classic craft cover pocket-sized notebooks. I made a little short film about my habit of journaling, which heavily featured those notebooks. I think I published it like a year or two ago. I'll link it up here. But the Front Page is a reporter style notebook that I think kind of flies under the radar. I believe it was introduced first as a limited edition from Field Notes, but then was so popular that they just brought it as a steady part of their rotation, which is super cool. But the reason I say it's meta is because the purpose that I have for this Front Page is for YouTube. So I'm just gonna pull it up right here. I've got this, it's a front page as well, just sitting right here. And I use this as kind of like a bullet point collection of all my thoughts for a YouTube video. I really like the vertical nature of it. The fact that it is also spiral bound is really easy to just fully flip open each page and have full access to it. And this is, I found a really great way for me to collect my thoughts, take the script that I have for a video, turn it into just like very simple bullet points in here, and then just keep this underneath my camera out of frame. But it's really clear and easy for me to just read down the list of ideas that I have and things that I want to touch on. It keeps all my thoughts really organized and also gives me a really like simple way to just reference what I'm actually trying to talk about. It's kind of like just an analog teleprompter almost. I just found this is a really great way for me to stay on task and get through all the things that I want to say during a YouTube video. So love the vertical orientation of it. I think it's just really fun and different than most other notebooks. And for me, it's just turned out to be a great companion for getting through YouTube videos like this. Next up on the list is my daily driver, the A6 Leuchtturm 1917 hardcover pocket notebook. I made a full video review actually about this. So if you want to go hear my like 12 minutes of thoughts on just this one notebook, I will link it above. But in short, I absolutely love this thing for daily use. It serves as my to-do list for work. It's grocery lists. It's sometimes it's notes for client calls. It's just kind of my catch-all of all of the most important things that I need to do on a day-to-day basis. Again, hardcover. There's like, I think 180 some odd pages in here. Yeah, 187 pages. The elasticized band keeps it together. Good job. And then there's also this really great little like pocket in the back here that you can keep different cards and things and use it for like shot lists and inspiration that I find on the road and things of that nature. It's a really great, I think, daily companion for personal life, for work, whatever you want to use it for. Really great little notebook. Moving on, let's talk about this little guy. I love this thing so much. This is a Penco little notebook. I found this in a shop in Galena, Illinois. This really cute little town, actually with another notebook that I'll talk about in a second here. I just absolutely love this thing. It's got like a really interesting, like kind of vinyl cover to it. All the pages are glued in as well, which is different than I think all of these other notebooks. So it doesn't like lay flat super well because of that, but it's like really dense. The paper quality is excellent. And my primary purpose for this is to take notes during all my client calls with my graphic design clients. For me, I just like the association of like a fun, bold, bright cover with graphic design. It just feels like it's a good fit. And yeah, I just use it for strictly note-taking during all those client calls. Serves me really well. It's really flexible because of that vinyl cover. And I just really enjoy using it. Every time I see it, I'm just like, super cool. And kind of goes in line with the next one, which is this Rhodia Rhodiarama is the name of the journal, which I think is so fun. Kind of a similar color to the Penco. But yeah, Rhodia is an excellent excellent brand. I have used journals from them in the past, but to my chagrin, this is one of the books that I mentioned in the intro I have not even cracked into yet. My wife Laura and I, we bought one of these each actually during a vacation a couple of years ago, just because we're like, hey, let's get these notebooks to journal in on vacation and kind of get a collection of thoughts while we're away. We're like, that'd be a great idea. And then both of us were like, these are too pretty. They're too nice to actually write in. Let's save them for a later date. And it's been 2 years, I think, and it's certainly a later date. But this is like a really, really beautiful like leatherette cover. Feels like really like pliable and nice. The paper is again like super, super nice. Like a vellum paper. I think it's like a 90 GSM. I've again used similar notebooks from Rhodia and have written in them and really enjoy the writing experience. Haven't actually written in this one quite yet, but I do really, really enjoy this book from Rhodia, visually at least, because I haven't actually written in it yet. Next up, Rollbahn. This little thing is awesome. Talk about colors and liking the colors of notebooks. This thing is so cool. I really like, for one, just the fact that it's a horizontally oriented book instead of vertical. It opens to the side like this, which I love. Spiral bound, also love that. And as you can kind of see right there, I use it for sketching for all my design clients. All those graphic design people that I kind of tuck away in here end up coming to life in here. So this is kind of like the workflow. This is the pipeline. It goes from the Penco to the Rollbahn. Yeah, again, love the spiral bound nature of it. It's all graph paper. It's all kind of like a slightly like almost legal pad yellow tint to it also, which thing is really fun. Yeah, it's great for sketching, for keeping all those thoughts and ideas in there, letting them come to life. Like that it's this small as well, because I often travel with it and I will keep it in my bags at all times. And it's just easier to travel with something like this versus like a giant sketch pad or an even thicker sketch pad. So this is kind of like the daily companion that just comes with me everywhere in case different ideas come up. This is the kind of catch-all for those graphic design ideas. It always starts with a sketch for me and then gets translated into a final digital vectorized version. And yeah, I just really like using this guy. I've got actually not only another one that's still in the packaging in blue, but also this sweet yellow as well. Oh my gosh. I feel like half the reason we get cool notebooks like this is because the colors are so good. Yep, great notebook from Rollbahn. And I love using it as, again, kind of like my catch-all for all my thoughts and ideas for graphic design projects. Another sketchbook on the list. This is the one that I purchased in Galena with the Penco notebook. This is from New Soho. Again, just so good. The color combination on the front, that yellow and green together is so cool. Absolutely love that. This is even more substantial paper, so you can do like watercolor in here if you want. Really like heavy materials and mediums can be applied to this paper, which is awesome. I don't travel with it as much because of that, because obviously it is like thick and a lot more rigid. I mean, it's a heavy cardboard back. Naturally it's going to have a little more rigidity to it. But I've used this as a sketchbook too that kind of stays on my desk. I don't take it with me as often, and therefore I don't use it as frequently as the Rollbahn, for example. But it's still awesome. The paper quality is great. It's so thick and textured, which is also really nice. I enjoy sketching in this with pencil in particular, because I just think the shading and the texture pops up really, really nicely. But yeah, this is such a cool little sketchbook. I have noticed that the binding is kind of peeling away a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna wanna focus on that at all. You can kind of see it right up here a little bit. So that's probably because I tried to travel with it and it was getting ripped up on the edges of my backpacks and stuff. I was taking it in and out. But yeah, I think it's like a tabletop kind of like stationery, sits on your desk, collects all those thoughts and ideas. It's great, but I do prefer the Rollbahn to actually travel with as far as sketching is concerned. So that's number 6 on the list. last one here, another one that's more sentimental than actual practical use. This is a gift from my friend Jesse Green from his company Handcar. This is a Shinola notebook, which, man, if you know Shinola, you know they make some seriously good stuff. This is made in the US. They're based in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know when I'm going to break into this one. To be honest, I feel kind of scared to, but because it has, that extra layer of sentimental value, just kind of waiting for the right time. But the cover is woven. It's super nice. Like the texture is awesome. And because it was a custom one for his creative agency, Handcar, obviously there's that screen printed on the front as well. Just a really, really awesome feeling notebook. This feels like a special occasion kind of notebook, like something you want to work in for a really long time. And just really appreciate Jesse gifting this to not only me, but also to Eric and to Gene. He sent it to us after he was on Rally Caps. I think it was like a year or two ago. So yeah, really, really love this notebook. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everything. This is just a really quick overview, or maybe it is. I don't know how long this video ended up being, but hopefully you enjoyed kind of seeing a collection of a variety of notebooks in here. Really love this just as like both a hobby and a profession. Like actually having use for them is really nice, but honestly, I'd probably have all of these even if I didn't have a specific use for them, just because I think they're really cool. I'm super inspired by just the tactile nature of notebooks and things like this. I have a lot of fun writing in them, sketching in them, and using them for work when the time calls. And really just love this collection of stuff here. If you have favorite notebooks that either are some of these exact ones that I've talked about, or just your own that I've not mentioned here, please leave a comment below. Let me know. I'm always interested in discovering new notebooks and just seeing what other people are using. I think there's just so much diversity and like interest that comes in this kind of world. And I'd love to hear what you are using in your own life. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video.